When I was 17, I was 17 years old, and
Forgot to start recording audio. You got to start that over.
Oh, we got to start all over. He made a beginner mistake again.
it's all right.
Hello, Sarah.
Hey.
Welcome to the channel. You're speaking with ATM Fox. I'm here to give a voice to the voiceless. I make these interviews for educational purposes only. How old are you?
I'm 24. I'll be 25 in April.
All right, birthday coming up, couple months, right?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah. Of course, every year I get excited because I'm still here. So.
I know that's a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where you from, Sarah?
I'm from the Northeast, around Cobbin and Sarsdale. I moved down here when I was like 13, 14.
Northeast, that's a good area, right?
Yeah, it's a way better area than this. Yeah, it's an okay area.
Okay, what would you say this is like, Kensington, Philadelphia?
This ain't even Philly. I feel like, honestly, this is like a whole nother planet. Like, I don't even feel like I'm home when I'm here. Like, I'm just stuck and confined in one spot. So.
Right. You see yourself making it up out of here, though?
Absolutely. You know, I know I can do bigger and better things. I know that I'm worth more than what I'm doing. But it's a battle. It's a struggle, you know. So.
Are you dealing with any drug addiction?
Yeah, I smoke crack. I do fentanyl, snort, shoot. I do Xanax, and I need them constantly because I have seizures without them.
How often do you use a day? Like how many bags?
All right, so it's not too bad anymore. I used to do like 4 to 5 bags every time I shot up, which is like 4 times a day. But I just went to rehab like a few months ago.
Okay.
So I'm only doing like a bag and a half a day. It's not too bad.
Was that your first attempt at rehab, or?
No, it was my second, but the first time wasn't voluntarily. It was through jail. I had to go, but I still left. And you know, this time going, I felt more confident because I wanted to go. Nobody chose me to, told me I had to be there or I had to stick and stay, but I did, and I stayed, and I finished the program.
Does your loved ones know you're out here living like this?
Yeah. My grandma, not so much, no, because I don't want to hurt her, you know what I mean? My grandpa just died, so she's like dying of a broken heart. So everybody else know, but she don't know. So.
Everybody else knows.
Everybody else knows. Yeah.
Are they trying to help you out at all, or?
I never really had help from my family at all. I was in foster care and stuff like that, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that like growing up in foster care?
It was horrible. The first home I went to, it was a mom and a dad. I got raped by the dad that was living there, and I ran away. From that point on, I was in and out of Carson Valley, St. Mary's, which is juvenile detention centers, Vision Quest, shit like that, because it made me angry. It made me angry that I didn't know why that he did that to me, and I was scared to talk about it. Of course, my real family didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. They wasn't really there for me. So I only had me, and that's what happened. So I ran away, and I wound up coming to live with my uncle in Kensington. He was a crackhead, but he was also a mechanic. So he had ways to meet ends, ends meet, or whatever like that. And I seen everybody smoking crack cocaine, and then I got real curious when I was 17. And I just started smoking crack. But I was selling drugs first, so.
When you was 17?
Yeah, I was 17 when I took my first hit. I didn't do dope until later on in my life. So crack was my first choice, drug of choice. It wasn't weed, it wasn't nothing small, it was crack. So I didn't really go through the little levels. I went through that, and then I went to just high drugs, you know what I mean? So.
What else have you had to endure dealing with addiction? Anything else crazy?
Absolutely. I have a few things actually. So, this guy I met, he was portraying to be somebody that he wasn't. Like, us females out here, we tend to want love from people, from men that we really don't get. We think we get it, but it's really all just a fucking a scheme. You know what I mean? So this guy I was dealing with, he once I told him I didn't want to be with him no more because I was still out here working, and if I didn't want to go out to work, it was like, you're gonna do something. You're not just gonna sit here like. So at that point, I kind of knew.
Selling drugs or?
No,
you had a job.
prostituting. Yeah. So at that point, it was like I kind of knew that. At first, it wasn't like that, but then when money was getting low, you know what I mean? He would talk to me and then try to butter me up and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, he do love me though, but you got me out here working. So, but as I got older, I realized you don't really fucking love me. Like, because if you did, why? What type of man would have a woman out here working the streets?
He was pimping you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but I was so young and vulnerable, I didn't get the picture, you know what I mean? Until he started putting his hands on me and doing things to me that my foster parent did to me, And when I tried to leave, that's when he put me in the basement. Like, he trapped me in the basement with 3 other girls that was already down there that I had no idea about.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the first case in Philadelphia to be prosecuted for forced prostitution. He got 115 years. Yeah, I think taking that stand was the hardest thing I ever had to do.
Had to take the stand and point your accuser out, huh?
Absolutely. I didn't know if I was going to die after that. I didn't know if he was going to have somebody kill me,
How did you get out of that situation when you was trapped in the basement?
So a girl that was there with us, she actually got out her chains. Like, we were chained. So she got out her chains and she kicked the door in while he wasn't there. But he had a dog in the back that was trained to eat human flesh, like, you know what I mean? She tried to get up, she got away. The dog almost bit her, but he didn't. She went to special victims. Special victims came to the crib, and he had 180 hours of video footage of everything he did to us during that time frame. Yeah.
All the torturous things.
Yeah, and then it was basically a withhold from opioid abuse. Like, he knew we needed opioids, so, he was injecting us with seizure medication, which now I get seizures for the rest of my life because it was doing the same effect that fentanyl did, but it wasn't leaving us sick, you know what I mean? So now I have, like, really bad, like, seizures and a lot of other issues.
I'm so happy you got yourself up out of that situation.
Me too.
You know the repercussions. Being with them sickos and predators.
Absolutely, I could be gone right now.
But you said he was your boyfriend before all of this.
I thought he was. Yeah.
How long were you guys together in your
about
eyes?
7-8 months, and then I finally wanted to leave, and he did not let me leave that. He did not let me leave that house.
So the whole time you guys were in a relationship, he possibly had other women trapped in the basement?
He did. Yeah, those were his other, like, they were all at the same situation I was in before they were down there. You know what I mean? Like, they were his girlfriend, and then when they wanted to leave, he put them in the basement, and no one ever seen them after that. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I wasn't down there as long as they were, but I was down there long enough. Yeah, I was 100 pounds. He would feed us, like, 2 pieces of bread and water every day. Yeah, so, and I'm normally like 200 pounds, like I'm 180 right now, but I'm normally 200 pounds, like, real thick, like not big, fat, nasty looking, but, I didn't even look like me. It was like ridiculous, it was crazy.
How long ago was that?
This was 2017. I just got, after that, I had my son. And then the detective called me while I was at down Fairmount in Broad at the Army, Salvation Army for moms and children and the families or whatever. Me and my baby father were in a shelter, and she called my cell phone. The detective called my cell phone and asked me, did I know somebody by the name of, I don't want to say his name, but by his name. And I said, yeah, why? And I was like, why, who are you? She was like, I'm a detective, and I would like to meet with you. And at that point, I already knew what it was about.
Right.
So she met up with me and she asked me that I wanna. She told me she needed me to take
put
the
'em
stand.
away,
Yeah, because my story was more critical than a lot of like their stories were critical, but mine was real. Like he had more videos than me, more pictures of me, more torturous things than me than he did of these other women. But that's because I'm a fighter, and he knew that I was not going to let go. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to stop. He beat me with an extension cord, hit me with 190 water, hit me with a fucking, like, he was just beating on me, taking pictures of it, and, like, incarcerating himself, really, like, you know what I mean, telling on himself. You know what I mean? So,
Videotaping him torturing.
yeah,
That is so...
yeah. Pointing his hands in the camera with the fucking tattoo on his hands, all type of shit. So, you know, that's but had the nerve to be crying in his mugshot, like, get the fuck out of here.
Right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully he's getting raped in his ass every day. I hope he is.
Got time to think about it when he did.
Yeah, absolutely. He ain't never coming home, so that's on him. But a sick motherfucker don't deserve to be on the streets like that anyway. You know what I mean?
Now, did he introduce you to work in the streets, or?
No, I was already doing that because I'm a born hustler. I've been a hustler all my life. You know what I'm saying? I never needed a man for nothing. I never needed my family for nothing. I'm not gonna call my family because I'm getting high and I need them to give me money. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm not a thief. I'm not stealing from nobody's stores or none of that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just did what I had to do.
What's it like working these streets?
I look at it. I mean, it's scary. You know what I mean? It is. You don't never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, once you start to work and you working for a long time, you learn them ins and outs, and you learn the vibes from people when you get in a car. You know how if somebody approach you, you know how to take it. You know what I mean? If you say, yo, come here, I'm not coming over there. Like, I'm not getting in your car. If I get in your car and you tell me if I tell you to go right and you go left, I'm getting the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that you need to know. But even if you know all that shit, you still have a chance of being hurt at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And it's not no life to be living. It's not like I'm about to go to rehab soon. I'm done with this shit. I can't. And I know I'm done with it because every time I talk about it, I start crying. I'm ready to live a regular life. I don't even know what a 9-to-5 is. You know? So I have a son. I'm ready to be a mom. Like, I'm tired. I have a 4-year-old.
I'm done with this.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just over it. It's not fun. It's not like, I don't know. It's not fun how it used to be, you know what I'm saying? It used to be fun. I used to get high. I don't even get high no more. Like this shit, like I do my shit.
Can't even get high off the substance
Yeah, it don't even numb me no more. I used to do it just to numb myself. You know what I mean? But I don't even do that at this point no more. It's like, you know, I got hit by a car on the highway. I was in a wheelchair for 2 years. And I got hit by a car going 90 miles an hour. My ankle was hanging off. My tailbone was broke, and when you break your tailbone, you may never walk again.
Right.
You know, that took almost a year for it to heal. My elbow, I got a fake elbow. So I've been through a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? I don't have custody of my son, but my baby father does. So I'm grateful for that, you know.
You still talk with your...
I speak to my son, I speak to my baby father, you know, but that's another reason why I need to get myself right. Because if I'm not right and I don't love myself, I can't love him, you know. And that's like the hardest pill for me to swallow right now.
So what's a normal day like for you?
Getting up, getting well, taking a shower, coming out, making some money so I can eat, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I have money to eat my drugs and, you know, so I can go in. And so I need to come back out and do it all over again. So.
What type of men do you come across when you're making your money?
Some disgusting, some, I look at all these men like, you know, they got needs, you know what I'm saying? Some of these motherfuckers are real nasty, disgusting, and, you know, just plain out ignorant, like your everyday people, you know? So, I mean, like I said, you can come across any type of people, but do you really know them just from seeing them in that little bit of time? Nobody really does, you know? So, like,
all of the other women that work the streets, they say wages are low out here.
See, I'm not downgrading myself like that. If I gotta sit here and let 5 cars go past, I'm gonna do that. I'm not saying I never did it. I didn't do a date for $20. You feel me? But I'm not just hopping in any car that pull over. You know what I'm saying? It is what you make it. It is what you allow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not allowing myself to do everything for $20. I'm not doing it. You know, sometimes I ain't gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about what you doing, it's how you doing it. You know what I mean? Some men feel bad. Some men don't even want to do shit with me.
Right.
You know? Some people just want company because they don't want to be, they have a wife, but they don't want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? They want something different. They want to talk to somebody, you know? So that's basically what it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever enjoy this line of work at all or no?
Hell no. Now, I ain't never gonna say I ain't never meet nobody that's still my friend to this day. You know, like I have 2 people that I've met doing this, and they're actually both my exes. They still help me, they still take me in, they still give me money, they come out here, they check on me, they make sure I'm okay. I got keys to both of their houses, you know what I'm saying? They both know each other. You know, like they didn't know each other, but now they do because of me. You know, they both fought each other because of me, because the one was putting his hands on me and all type of shit, and he wasn't having it, so he fucked them up, and now he know not to put his hands on me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mean, like I said, you meet good and bad people.
What happened with the relationships?
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to stop getting high.
And they both are clean?
One of them is clean, and the other one is getting high again. He just relapsed about 4 days ago, actually. So, you know, I mean, but I can't, like I was saying that maybe it's my fault he getting high, but it's not, because you're a grown man, you're going to do what you want. You understand what I'm saying? When you're ready to leave this lifestyle alone, you will. But just because I'm getting high, you're still associating with me, so you wasn't really ready to stop getting high. You understand? Because you know what type of lifestyle I'm living. You feel me? Like, not saying I don't feel bad, because I do, but I can't dwell on it because it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, what's your living arrangements?
Right now, technically I'm homeless, but technically in and out of both of these houses. You know what I'm saying? So
You're in and out of both of your boyfriend's houses?
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend's houses. Yeah, which is they're like my best friends now. You know what I'm saying? We don't have sex no more. We don't do nothing. They have girlfriends. They know about me. You know what I'm saying? They had to accept the fact that I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I got my own room. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. They my friends. You know what I'm saying? And they grown liking to me. They know my life story. They know everything I've been through. And I'm a Muslim. You know what I mean? Right. They're Muslim, so they promised me they would never leave me fucked up in the streets, and that's what they did. They didn't do it. They kept their word. So, and I'm grateful for that, you know, because some people ain't got nobody to call on. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's real love to take a sister in.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is.
You ever find time to pray?
I pray every day. I pray 5 times a day. I don't care what I'm doing. If I just got high, I'm still going to grab my prayer rug and I'm gonna go. I don't care if I'm outside. I'm praying. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I pray every single day, but I try to. And the Lord knows my intentions and He knows my heart. You know what I'm saying? I normally am garbed up, but I don't have any garbs right now. So, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah. I pray. Even if I'm in bed and I'm sick and I ain't got no dope, I pray laying down because He makes it easy for us. You know what I'm saying? He don't make it to where you think you gotta get up and no. You can lay down and still move your prostrations while you in bed. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. Like when I was in my wheelchair, I would pray it when I was laying down or whatever. You know? So I try to. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in the next 6 months?
I see myself just finishing recovery, you know what I'm saying? Not finishing recovery, but finishing detox and finishing rehab, you know, and starting my next chapter in life. Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here?
The craziest thing I've seen out here, I think is seeing my friend, not my friend, but he's more so of an associate. He was trying to rob this girl, and some strange ass lady came out of her car and started stabbing him up. Like, because he was trying to rob her, and she ain't like that shit. She was a dyke. So, you know, mostly females that are gay, they've been through something in their lives with a man, you know what I mean, or some sort of situation.
Trauma.
You know what I mean? And like she got out and started going in on him. So I'm thinking in my head, something happened to that girl for her just to get out that car and start stabbing him up like that. And he got stabbed up 22 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in my wheelchair as a matter of fact, and I was looking down the street. I said, yo.
Oh, this happened out here, yeah.
Yeah, and it happened on Clearfield in Kensington.
Okay.
But he was on a roof in Clearfield, and I seen it from across the street. And he didn't die that night. The ambulance turned the lights off and everything because they thought he was going to die. But he wound up like 6 months later when he came home, he wound up having a heart attack and died. So.
Oh, because he tried to steal something.
Yeah, because he tried to take something from some girl. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about your friend.
Yeah, you know. I mean, every action has a reaction. You know what I mean?
Right?
Huh?
Karma.
Absolutely. And it's working. She works every day. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Like, listen, when somebody does something bad to me, I always get my blessings. Always. It don't matter if it's today, tomorrow, or 3 days from now, or next year. You know what I'm saying? I get my blessings. You know.
If you can make 3 wishes right now, what would they be?
One of them would be to, you know, actually be active in my recovery and stay in recovery. The second one would be to be a mother and be with my son every day. The third one would be to have my own house, my own job, and my own car, you know.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Just a regular life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you say you never had a 9 to 5 before, but
No.
how can you see yourself being a productive citizen in society?
I think if I'm able to help one person in life, then I'm cool. I'm satisfied with that, you know? And I hope my story does help at least one person, you know? Because if I can get through all this shit, you can get through anything. I wanted to die so many times. Like, I OD'd over 20 times, and I'm still here. Like, and I ask myself all the time, why am I still here? But that's because God has a plan for me, but I don't know what it is. And I had to find out. 'Cause I keep smacking him in the face, and he didn't have to bring me back as many times as he did. So,
Very young.
yeah, absolutely.
Get the hell out of here.
I will. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it.
But yeah, like I was saying, what type of job do you see yourself having?
Probably a counselor.
Okay.
A recovery counselor.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I see you being a
Yeah.
rehabilitation specialist.
Yeah, I want to do something along those lines. I couldn't see myself doing anything else, cause I could actually, like, I can relate to this. You know what I mean? I can't help somebody do something that I've never been through.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do you see change for Kensington at all, or no?
Actually, I think I see a lot of shit changing now. You know what I mean? I see a lot of shit changing now. So, I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, you know. All these nice houses they building around here, they not having this shit no more. I feel like, you know, yeah, they cracking down on a lot of shit, but as in changing altogether, like no drugs will ever be sold down here, no. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But you never know, you know what I mean? You never know.
Are you afraid to die?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's why I'm ready to go away. You know, I just want to see my son open up his Christmas presents, and then I'm going away. Because I don't want to go now and then be like, I want to see my son on Christmas and then leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that because then everybody going to be like, you wasn't ready. You wasn't ready because if you was ready, you would have never left. You know what I mean? And that's my problem. I move too fast. I don't think about what I want to do before I do it. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to think about it because if you move too fast, you might fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fuck up. You're not thinking about your plans and what you really want to do, you know. But I had more than enough time to think about it, and I know what I want to do now.
What advice would you give the youth out here ripping and running the streets following in your footsteps?
I mean, I know when I was a kid, everybody told me to stay in school, do the right thing. Same old shit everybody tell you, you know. And I know everybody like, man, fuck that shit, because I was the same way, but real shit. Stay in school, do what you got to do. You know, love and appreciate your parents, because everybody don't got that. You know, leave them fucking boys alone. Don't worry about nobody loving you. Let your parents love on you. You know what I'm saying? You got more than enough time for that shit. So.
Do you think the government cares about addicts?
Hell no. They putting the shit in the fucking city. They the ones contributing to this shit. We ain't the only, how can we put it out here? We can't put this shit out. We can put it out here, but they're the ones that's introducing us to it.
Right, they can take it up off the streets,
exactly.
Right?
Because they the ones putting it here. So I'm not trying to hear none of that shit.
Do the police do their job out here?
No, not all the time. No, you got some good cops, you got some bad cops. You got cops that actually care, and you got cops that don't care. That's just anywhere you go. You know what I mean? So, no, I done heard cops talk to people like crazy, like, you a fucking crackhead, all type of shit. Yeah, you know. But, and then you have some cops that will get out the car and be like, listen, I got some resources for you. If you want to go, I'll take you. But who in Kensington want to get in a cop car to go anywhere? You know what I'm saying? Either you a snitch, you talking to the police, or, you know, whatever. And then you a target. Now you a target. You know what I'm saying? Like when they bust you for copping, you in the back seat when they pull up on the block, makes you look like a snitch. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. So they do shit to put you in danger, I feel like sometimes. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so have you ever filed any reports?
No. Can't say I have. Not besides that, you know, testifying on that man. I have never, ever called the police for nothing unless somebody was ODing.
Because they not probably wouldn't even do their job anyway, right?
Listen, no, probably not, honestly. They tell you to go get a PFA or someone beating your ass. So what the fuck, I gotta wait till the morning time? You ain't even gonna get this man away from me or go look for him? Oh, we'll look for him, but ain't nothing we can do is such as you gotta go get that PFA done. So if I die today or tomorrow, there's nothing you can do. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Like, that's what they'll tell you. So, ain't no point even calling them.
Has anybody ever tried to assault you out here, just being as though you kind of, well, I know you can hold your own, but I'm saying, you know, there's grown men out here.
I mean, every day somebody's talking slick out their fucking mouth. But believe me, I promise you, if somebody, I'll pick up a brick and hit them in their fucking face. So, you know, yeah, I done been assaulted out here plenty of times. But I can't, you know, I can't beat everybody. But you know,
you will fight.
You know, yeah, I will fight, absolutely. I mean, you know, think about it. I got 3 brothers and no sisters. I raised myself, you know what I mean? Everything I know, I taught myself. So at the end of the day, I put it like this. I'm a fighter, and I'm going to fight, and I'm not going to give up, you know.
Would you say as a person to survive out here, you kind of have got to have a cutthroat mentality a little bit? Cause
yeah,
it's like,
and it kind of is unladylike to me, you know what I mean? But you got to do what you got to do, and you got to be who you are. You know, I'm really a lovable person. I love, and you know, but at the same time, I could be a fucking nut. I could be an asshole. You know what I mean? But I don't like being like that, you know. But you got to show motherfuckers you don't care. You don't play around, and this is who I am. So get the fuck on. Like, I know people too. Just because I'm a girl and I'm white and I'm down here in Kensington, because a lot of people think that's something too. I could call my motherfucking uncles from down South Philly that's in the motherfucking mob and have them blow your fucking head off. But I'm not doing all that because it's not that deep. Just leave me the fuck alone. Mind your business, let me do me. You know what I'm saying? I don't disrespect you, just don't disrespect me. And it's just that simple.
It's wolf eat sheep out here.
Oh, he just bust his ass. Yeah. So,
Oh my God.
look.
What is going on? Okay. You good?
Yo.
I like to
That's
thank
that-
you for.
That's that fentanyl right there I'm trying to tell.
Oh, that's what made him fall
I don't
like that?
fucking know.
Oh, his foot messed. Oh,
Yeah, his foot messed
poor-
up. And he probably high as hell, too. Look, that's why he fell. He's sitting on it. Oh, man.
I'd like to thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
You've been a wonderful interviewee for me.
Thank you.
My name's ATM Fox. I make these interviews for educational purposes only. It's been great speaking to you.
Nice speaking to you, too.
Take care, okay?
Yes, you too. And I
I'll be
appreciate
praying
you.
for you.
Thank you.
I want to get a picture with you. I'm done. Sorry.